I learned early that silence was safer than speaking. Every morning felt like a test I was already failing. My stepdad didn't shout right away. He watched first. Then he spoke like a judge reading a sentence. "You're slow," he said while I tied my shoes. "You don't think ahead." I nodded because arguing made things worse. My chest stayed tight even before breakfast. The house wasn't loud, but it was heavy. I moved carefully, like one wrong step could break something important. I believed him more than I believed myself. "You missed a spot," he said one night, pointing at the table. "I'll clean it again," I replied. "Of course you will," he said. "That's all you're good at. Fixing mistakes." "I'm trying," I said quietly. "That's the problem," he answered. "Trying isn't enough." My mother stood near the sink, hands wet, eyes lowered. "He's doing his best," she whispered. My stepdad laughed. "His best is nothing." I swallowed my anger. I told myself staying calm was strength. I told myself this was normal. He liked to talk when others were around. At dinner, with relatives listening, he smiled and said, "So what useless dream are you chasing now?" "I'm thinking about applying for..." "For what?" he interrupted. "Another thing you'll quit?" Someone chuckled awkwardly. "I just want to try," I said. He shook his head. "Boys like you don't succeed. You don't have it." I stared at my plate, pretending not to hear. My hands trembled under the table. Shame tasted worse than the food. Later in my room I replayed his words. "You don't have it. You never will." I studied harder. I worked longer hours. I came home early. I followed rules no one else followed. When I did something right, he stayed quiet. When I failed, he remembered forever. "See," he said. "I warned you." One night I asked, "What do you want from me?" He didn't hesitate. "Nothing. That's what hurts." I lay awake afterward, staring at the ceiling, wondering how someone could sound proud saying that. My mother tried in small ways. She left food outside my door. She asked, "Are you okay?" when he wasn't around. "I'm fine," I always said. "You know he means well," she added once. "No," I said before stopping myself. She flinched. "He's just honest." Honest. That word followed me everywhere. He used it like a shield. If I cried, I was weak. If I stayed quiet, I was lazy. If I dreamed, I was stupid. There was no version of me that was enough inside those walls. One afternoon he watched me fill out paperwork. "What's that?" he asked. "An application," I said. "For what?" "A program. It could help me get ahead." He laughed slowly. "Ahead of what? You can't even manage your own life." "I can learn," I said. He leaned closer. "Listen carefully. People like you don't win. You survive, maybe. But success? No." My heart pounded, but I nodded. I thought agreeing might keep the peace. I thought obedience could change fate. That night I overheard him on the phone. "He's dreaming again," he said. "Yeah, I know. I'll handle it." I stepped back quietly, afraid to be seen. Handle it. The word scared me. I felt like a project, not a person. At dinner he smiled and asked, "Feeling hopeful?" "A little," I said. "Don't," he replied. "Hope makes failure hurt more." My fork froze midair. Everyone stayed silent. I felt smaller than ever, shrinking inside my chair. I started believing the problem was me. Maybe I was slow. Maybe I was weak. Maybe success was for other people. I looked at my hands and saw someone unfinished. "You'll thank me later," he said one evening. "For what?" I asked. "For preparing you," he replied. "The world is cruel. I'm just being real." Real. Another word that cut deep. I nodded again. I always nodded. Inside, something fragile bent but didn't break. Not yet. The worst moments were when he spoke calmly. No anger. No shouting. Just certainty. "You'll never be anything," he said one night, folding his newspaper. The words didn't echo. They settled. Heavy. Permanent. My mother didn't look up. I said nothing. I went to my room and sat on the bed, staring at the floor. I believed him. That was the hardest part. I believed him because everyone else stayed quiet. And in that silence, I learned my place. Or so I thought. I kept my dreams small because they felt safer that way. I didn't talk about them unless I had to. But one evening, while filling out forms at the table, my stepdad noticed. "What are you doing now?" he asked. "Just planning," I said. "Planning what?" he pressed. "A future," I replied. He laughed sharp and quick. "That's not how futures work," he said. "You don't plan them. You earn permission." I stayed quiet. "You think you're special?" he added. "No," I said. "I think I can learn." He leaned back. You can't even manage the present. Who filled your fridge? Who pays the bills? I didn't answer. He smiled like he'd won. Later, outside, my girlfriend squeezed my hand. Tell me what you want, she said. Not what he wants. I hesitated. I don't know if it's realistic, I said. Say it anyway, she replied. I want to build something, I said. I want work that matters. I want to stop feeling small. She didn't laugh. She nodded. You're allowed to want that, she said. My chest felt lighter. He says I'm chasing fantasies, I said. He says responsibility comes first. She frowned. Responsibility to who? I didn't have an answer. When I brought her home, my stepdad studied her like a problem. So you're the distraction, he said. She blinked. Excuse me? He's easily influenced, he replied. I'm just listening, she said calmly. Listening leads to mistakes, he said. We believe in structure here. She looked at me. Is that true? I opened my mouth, then closed it. He noticed. See, he said. No backbone. My uncle chuckled from the couch. He means well, my uncle said. The world eats dreamers. I stared at the floor. That night my stepdad knocked on my door. You think she knows better than me? He asked. No, I said. Then stop letting her fill your head, he replied. She's not family. She cares about me, I said. His eyes hardened. Caring doesn't pay rent, he said. Caring won't keep a roof over your head. He paused. I will. I felt trapped. I just want a chance, I said. You already have one, he answered. This house. The next day he slid a paper toward me. Work with me, he said. Guaranteed money. No risk. It's not what I want, I said. Want is irrelevant, he replied. Security matters. I can do both, I said. No, he said firmly. You pick loyalty or uncertainty. My uncle nodded. He's offering stability, he said. Most people don't get that. I felt cornered. What happens if I don't? I asked. My stepdad smiled. Then don't expect support. I met my girlfriend again. He's giving me an ultimatum, I said. That's not support, she replied. That's control. He says it's concern, I said. Concern doesn't threaten, she said. You sound scared, she added softly. I am, I admitted. Of failing, she asked. Of losing everything, I said. She took my hands. You're already losing yourself. The words hit hard. I looked away. When I got home, my stepdad waited. She filling your head again? He asked. She listens, I said. That's dangerous, he replied. Listening leads to rebellion. I'm not rebelling, I said. I'm deciding. He stood. You don't get to decide while living under my roof. My mother hovered nearby, silent. Say something, I whispered. She shook her head. Please don't fight, she said. He smirked. See? Even she knows. Days passed like that. Pressure disguised as advice. Think practical, he said. Don't embarrass yourself. Be realistic, my uncle added. I stopped talking about my dreams. I stopped mentioning my girlfriend. He noticed. Good, he said. You're learning. But inside something twisted. I felt like I was shrinking to fit their comfort. One evening my girlfriend asked, Why are you quiet? It's easier, I said. For who? She asked. I didn't reply. You don't have to choose tonight, she said. Just don't bury yourself. I nodded, unsure. Later my stepdad said, You're doing better lately. Because I'm silent? I asked. Because you're obedient, he replied. That's the same thing. He leaned in. Remember, he said, dreams don't feed families. Men who listen do. That sentence stayed with me. It sat heavy. I lay awake wondering whose voice I would follow. I sat at the kitchen table staring at my phone, reading the same email again and again. The words didn't change, but my understanding did. We regret to inform you, I felt my throat tighten. I'd been accepted weeks ago. I still had the message. I walked into the living room holding my phone. Why did they withdraw the offer? I asked. My stepdad didn't look surprised. Because it wasn't right for you, he said calmly. That's not what they said, I replied. He shrugged. People lie. I felt heat rise in my chest. Did you talk to them? I asked. He finally looked at me. I protected you, he said. Protected me from what? I asked. From embarrassing yourself, he replied. From failing publicly. I shook my head. You told them I wasn't ready, I said. I told them the truth, he answered. You panic under pressure. You quit when things get hard. That's not true, I said. You don't know me, he replied. I live with you. My mother stood near the doorway silent. Did you know? I asked her. She didn't answer. Did you? I repeated. She looked down. He thought it was best, she said softly. That hurt more than his words. I laughed once, sharp and empty. You decided my future without asking me, I said. You should be grateful, my stepdad replied. I saved you. You ruined it, I said. He stood up. Lower your voice, he said. You're acting emotional. I earned that chance, I said. You don't earn things by dreaming, he replied. You earn them by listening. I looked at my mother. You let him do this, I said. She whispered, I didn't want another fight. That sentence stayed in the air. I realized peace mattered more than me. My uncle arrived later, called by my stepdad. What's going on? He asked. He's upset because we stopped him from making a mistake, my stepdad said. My uncle nodded. Sometimes young men need guidance, he said. This was discipline. It was sabotage, I said. He frowned. Watch your tone, he replied. He did what a father should. I clenched my fist. A father should believe, I said. My stepdad laughed. Belief doesn't pay bills, he said. Reality does. Reality is you didn't trust me, I said. I trusted myself, he replied. I felt small again, like I was 12, standing there being corrected. You told them I couldn't handle it, I said. I told them you weren't ready, he answered. That's different. No, I said. That's control. My mother looked at me, eyes full of something close to regret. We just want you safe, she said. Safe from success? I asked. She flinched. My uncle sighed. You're being dramatic, he said. You'll thank him later. I shook my head. Later never comes, I said. No one responded. I went to my room and sat on the bed. My phone buzzed. It was my girlfriend. What happened? She asked. He destroyed it, I said. He called them. Without you? She asked. Yes, I said. That's not protection, she replied. That's fear. I stared at the wall. My mom knew, I said. She went quiet. I'm sorry, she said. You didn't deserve that. I closed my eyes. I feel stupid, I said. You're not, she replied. You were betrayed. Hearing it out loud made it real. When I went back downstairs, my stepdad was calm again. Sit, he said. We need to move forward. Without my future? I asked. You'll have another chance, he replied. When? When you're ready, he said. And who decides that? I asked. He met my eyes. I do. Something shifted then. Not anger. Understanding. So love here has rules, I said. Love has standards, he replied. And conditions, I added. He didn't deny it. My mother stayed silent. My uncle checked his watch. I realized then what was broken. Not my opportunity. Not my ability. My belief. I'd believed obedience would earn trust. I'd believed silence would bring peace. I stood there, surrounded by people who said they loved me and felt completely alone. I won't forget this, I said quietly. My stepdad smiled. You'll get over it, he replied. I knew he was wrong. Not about the pain. About me. I stood in the hallway while my stepdad waited for my answer. Say it, he said. Just say you were wrong. My mouth felt dry. I didn't do anything wrong, I replied. He crossed his arms. Then you're choosing this, he said. Choosing what? I asked. Disrespect, he replied. Disloyalty. My mother hovered behind him. Please, she whispered, just apologize so we can calm things down. I looked at her. Apologize for what? I asked. She didn't answer. My stepdad stepped closer. For thinking you know better, he said. For embarrassing me. I shook my head. I won't lie, I said. His eyes hardened. Then pack your things, he replied. I went to my room with shaking hands. My phone buzzed. What's happening? My girlfriend asked. He wants me to apologize, I said. For something you didn't do? She asked. Yes, I replied. Then don't, she said. It's not that simple, I whispered. It never is, she replied. But you don't have to beg. I sat on the bed staring at my walls. They had never felt like mine. I opened my drawer and pulled out a backpack. What are you doing? She asked. I think I'm leaving, I said. There was silence. I'm proud of you, she finally said. That scared me more than anger. Downstairs, my stepdad watched me zip the bag. That all you've got? He asked. It's enough, I said. He laughed. You'll be back, he replied. They always come back. My mother stood near the door. Where will you go? She asked. I don't know, I said. You're being dramatic, she said softly. I'm being honest, I replied. My stepdad opened the door. Cold air rushed in. Once you leave, he said, don't expect help. I nodded. I don't expect anything, I said. I stepped outside. The door closed behind me. The sound felt final. The street was quiet. Too quiet. I stood there holding my bag, waiting for something to happen. Nothing did. My phone buzzed again. Did you leave? My girlfriend asked. Yes, I said. Are you safe? She asked. I looked around. I think so, I replied. Come to me, she said. I can't, I replied. Not tonight. Okay, she said. Stay on the phone. I walked until the house disappeared. Each step felt lighter and heavier at the same time. A man leaned against a closed shop, smoking. You okay? He asked. Yeah, I lied. He nodded. Long night, he said. Feels like it, I replied. He shrugged. City doesn't care, he said. You keep moving. I thanked him. He walked away without looking back. I realized how small I was. No one knew me. No one owed me anything. The thought terrified me. It also felt clean. I sat on a bench and checked my bank balance. It wasn't much. My girlfriend's voice stayed with me. You didn't beg, she said. You chose yourself. I hugged my bag closer. The cold crept in. Fear followed. But underneath it was something else. Relief. No one was watching me. No one was judging me. For the first time, the silence wasn't heavy. It was open. I didn't know where I'd sleep. I didn't know what tomorrow looked like. But I knew one thing. I hadn't begged. And that mattered more than comfort. I woke up on a couch that wasn't mine and stared at a ceiling I didn't recognize. You can stay another night, a voice said from the kitchen. I sat up fast. I won't be in the way, I replied. Relax, my coworker said. I've been there. I thanked him more times than necessary. At work later, my manager handed me an apron. You're early, she said. I need the hours, I replied. She nodded. Clock in. A customer snapped their fingers. Hurry up, he said. I'm waiting. I forced a smile. Sorry, I replied. Inside, I felt invisible. During break, another coworker asked, You crashing somewhere? I hesitated. Sort of, I said. That bad? He asked. Worse, I replied. He laughed. Life's expensive, he said. Tell me about it. After work, I counted bills at a bus stop. My phone buzzed. Did you eat? My girlfriend asked. Not yet, I said. Please eat, she replied. I'm trying, I said. She paused. You don't sound like him anymore, she said. Like who? I asked. Like someone asking permission, she replied. That stayed with me. That night, my coworker handed me a blanket. You don't owe me anything, he said. I know, I replied. Just pay it forward. I lay awake listening to traffic. No rules. No lectures. Fear sat next to relief. The next morning, I checked my balance again. You're obsessed, my coworker said. I can't afford mistakes, I replied. He nodded. Boundaries start with money, he said. At work, my manager asked, Can you stay late? I opened my mouth then stopped. I can tonight, I said. But not every day. She raised an eyebrow. Fair, she replied. I felt taller. A customer recognized my name. Your stepdad used to brag about you, she said. My chest tightened. Used to? I asked. She shrugged. People talk, she replied. He's not as impressive lately. I didn't comment. Later, another coworker whispered, Heard he cost someone an opportunity. I kept my voice calm. Truth has a way of moving, I said. My phone buzzed again. They're asking about him, my girlfriend said. I didn't start it, I replied. I know, she said. You just stopped lying. That night, I sat with my coworker eating noodles. You're quieter, he said. I'm listening to myself, I replied. He smiled. That's dangerous, he joked. It's necessary, I said. I stopped apologizing for space. I stopped explaining my choices. When my mother called, I let it ring. When she texted, Are you okay? I replied, I'm building. She didn't respond. At work, my manager handed me a schedule. You're doing solid, she said. Thank you, I replied, steady. A stranger on the bus complained loudly. This city eats people alive, he said. I looked out the window. Only if you let it, I replied. He laughed. You sound sure. I nodded. I am. That night my coworker said, you can stay another week. I'll be out before that, I replied. Why rush, he asked. Because I don't want permission, I said. He nodded, understanding. I lay down and breathed. I wasn't winning yet, but I was surviving without asking, and that changed everything. I heard about it from my cousin first. Things are weird here, he said. Weird how? I asked. People are talking, he replied. About him. I stayed quiet. They're asking questions, he continued. The kind he hates. I leaned against the bus window. What kind? I asked. Why deals fell through, he said. Why people stopped calling. I felt nothing. And? I asked. He's louder, my cousin said. Means he's scared. I thanked him and ended the call. My phone felt lighter in my hand. Later that day my mother called. I watched it ring. Then she texted. Can we talk? I replied. About what? She answered, us. I waited. I don't know what to say, she wrote. Then don't, I replied. She called again. I answered this time. I hear you're okay, she said. I am, I replied. I worry, she said. You didn't before, I replied. Silence stretched. I should have spoken up, she said. You chose not to, I replied. She sighed. I was trying to keep peace. You kept control, I said. She didn't argue. That evening my cousin messaged again. He asked about you, he wrote. What did he say? I asked. That you're ungrateful, he replied. I smiled slightly. Anything else? I asked. That you'll fail without him, my cousin wrote. Same line, I replied. Does it work? He asked. Not anymore, I said. At work my manager said, you seem focused. I am, I replied. Good, she said. We need that. A coworker whispered, your stepdad's name came up. I didn't ask how. I'm not involved, I said. That's obvious, she replied. My mother texted again that night. He's under pressure, she wrote. That's not my job, I replied. He misses you, she added. He misses control, I replied. She stopped texting. I sat on my bed listening to the city. My cousin called. They're watching him now, he said. Who? I asked. Everyone, he replied. He's snapping at people. I nodded. That's his problem, I said. You're cold, my cousin said gently. I'm clear, I replied. A few days later my mother showed up near my work. I just wanted to see you, she said. You did, I replied. You look different, she said. I feel different, I replied. He's not doing well, she said. I'm sorry, I replied. She frowned. That's it, she asked. That's all, I said. Don't you care, she asked. I care about distance, I replied. She wiped her eyes. I failed you, she said. You chose him, I replied. She nodded once and left. My cousin messaged later. That was brave, he wrote. It was necessary, I replied. He's losing allies, my cousin said. They're tired. I read the message twice. Good, I replied. You don't sound happy, he said. I'm not, I replied. I'm steady. At work, a customer complained loudly. No one listens anymore, he said. I handed him his change. People hear what they want, I replied. He stared then laughed. That night my phone buzzed. A message from my stepdad. We need to talk. I stared at it. I didn't reply. My cousin wrote, he's desperate. I typed back, he's alone. I realized something then. I wasn't waiting for his fall. I wasn't enjoying it. I was already gone. Distance had done what anger couldn't. It stripped him of reach. I lay down and closed my eyes. Control doesn't die in explosions. It fades when no one answers. I met my mentor on a rainy morning at the shop. You're early again, he said. I like being ready, I replied. He smiled. You used to ask permission, he said. Now you just act. I shrugged. I learned, I said. He handed me a clipboard. You earned this responsibility, he said. I won't waste it, I replied. Later my girlfriend called. You sound calm, she said. I am, I replied. That's new, she teased. It's real, I said. At lunch, my mentor sat across from me. You don't talk much about home, he said. I don't live there anymore, I replied. He nodded. Good boundary, he said. Hard lesson, I replied. Worth it, he said. I agreed. That evening my girlfriend met me outside. You look confident, she said. I feel grounded, I replied. He would hate that, she said quietly. I don't think about him, I replied. She smiled. That's how I know you're free. A coworker whispered, Your stepdad came by last week. I didn't look up. What did he want? I asked. You, she said. I nodded. I was busy, I replied. She laughed. He didn't like that. I didn't respond. My mentor noticed. Distractions? He asked. Old noise, I replied. Ignore it, he said. You're doing well. I believed him. My mother called that night. He's struggling, she said. I'm stable, I replied. He feels replaced, she said. He replaced himself, I replied. Silence followed. You've changed, she said. I grew, I replied. He's afraid of you, she said. I almost laughed. He's afraid of losing relevance, I replied. She didn't deny it. He asks about you every day, she said. I don't answer, I replied. My mentor pulled me aside later that week. I'm recommending you for a bigger role, he said. Why? I asked. Because you don't flinch, he replied. Because you listen. I swallowed. Thank you, I said. Don't thank me, he replied. Prove me right. I did. I stayed late when it mattered. I left when it didn't. I stopped explaining myself. My girlfriend hugged me after my first paycheck increase. You did this, she said. We did, I replied. No, she said. You chose yourself. I nodded. My phone buzzed. A message from my stepdad. I hear you're doing well. I stared at it. You could have been more, he wrote. I deleted it. My girlfriend watched. No reply, she asked. No reaction, I replied. She kissed my cheek. That's strength, she said. My cousin called later. He's unraveling, he said. How? I asked. He's complaining about you, he replied. To everyone. I smiled faintly. That's his audience, I said. You don't care? He asked. I care about my life, I replied. That scares him, my cousin said. Good, I replied. Not for revenge, I added. For truth. At work, my mentor said, You lead without trying. I just do my job, I replied. Exactly, he said. Ego ruins men like him. I nodded. Silence builds men like you, he said. That night, my mother showed up again. He wants to apologize, she said. Does he? I asked. He wants access, she replied honestly. Then no, I said. You're cold, she said. I'm complete, I replied. She left quietly. My girlfriend asked, Do you ever miss him? I miss the idea of a father, I replied. Not the man. She squeezed my hand. You became what he feared, she said. Independent, I replied. Uncontrolled, she added. I smiled. My mentor's words echoed. Don't flinch. Don't react. I realized something simple. Power didn't shift when he lost control. It shifted when I stopped needing approval. He was watching my rise from the outside. I was building from the inside. And he knew it. He called me late in the evening. I watched the phone ring until it stopped. Then it rang again. I answered. What do you want? I asked. To talk, he said. We're talking, I replied. Silence followed. I hear you're doing well, he said. I am, I replied. You didn't need to cut us off, he said. You cut me first, I replied. He cleared his throat. You always exaggerate, he said. You always minimize, I replied. He sighed. I made mistakes, he said. You made choices, I replied. There's a difference. He asked to meet. I agreed. Not for him. For myself. We sat across from each other in a quiet cafe. He looked smaller. You look different, he said. I am different, I replied. I taught you discipline, he said. You taught me fear, I replied. He frowned. That's unfair, he said. It's accurate, I replied. He leaned forward. You could have succeeded faster with me, he said. I succeeded without you, I replied. His jaw tightened. You owe me respect, he said. I owe myself peace, I replied. He lowered his voice. Your mother misses you, he said. She can call me, I replied. She's afraid, he said. So was I replied. I was hard on you, he said. You were controlling, I replied. Same thing, he snapped. Not even close, I replied. He shook his head. You think you're better than me now, he said. I think I'm free, I replied. That landed. He sat back. You wouldn't be here without me, he said. I wouldn't be here with you, I replied. He laughed nervously. You always needed guidance, he said. I needed trust, I replied. You never listened, he said. You never heard, I replied. His hands trembled slightly. People don't ask for my advice anymore, he said. That happens, I replied. They ask about you, he added. That doesn't concern me, I replied. You turned them against me, he said. You revealed yourself, I replied. His eyes narrowed. You're cold, he said. I'm calm, I replied. He leaned closer. I can help you again, he said. I don't need help, I replied. Everyone needs something, he said. I need distance, I replied. He swallowed. I see now, he said. You think you won. This wasn't a competition, I replied. It feels like one, he said. That's your problem, I replied. He looked around as if searching for support. There was none. You're ungrateful, he said. I'm complete, I replied. He whispered, I was trying to make you strong. I answered, you were trying to make me small. He stared at me. You don't forgive easily, he said. I forgive quietly, I replied. Then why does this hurt, he asked. Because control feels like love to you, I replied. His shoulders dropped. I need you, he said. I stood up. You needed power, I replied. Now you need reflection. He reached out. Don't leave like this, he said. This is how it ends, I replied. I walked toward the door. He called my name. I didn't turn around. Outside the air felt light. My phone buzzed. Did you meet him? My girlfriend asked. Yes, I replied. How do you feel? She asked. I paused. Untouched, I replied. She smiled through the phone. I'm proud of you, she said. I looked ahead and kept walking. He didn't own my past. He didn't shape my future. He finally needed me. And I finally didn't need him. He called me late in the evening. I watched the phone ring until it stopped. Then it rang again. I answered. What do you want? I asked. To talk, he said. We are talking, I replied. Silence followed. I hear you're doing well, he said. I am, I replied. You didn't need to cut us off, he said. You cut me first, I replied. He cleared his throat. You always exaggerate, he said. You always minimize, I replied. He sighed. I made mistakes, he said. You made choices, I replied. There's a difference. He asked to meet. I agreed. Not for him. For myself. We sat across from each other in a quiet cafe with neutral walls and low light. He looked smaller than I remembered. You look different, he said. I am different, I replied. I taught you discipline, he said. You taught me fear, I replied. He frowned. That's unfair, he said. It's accurate, I replied. He leaned forward. You could have succeeded faster with me, he said. I succeeded without you, I replied. His jaw tightened. You owe me respect, he said. I owe myself peace, I replied. He lowered his voice. Your mother misses you, he said. She can call me, I replied. She's afraid, he said. So was I replied. I was hard on you, he said. You were controlling, I replied. Same thing, he snapped. Not even close, I replied. He shook his head. You think you're better than me now, he said. I think I'm free, I replied. That landed between us. He sat back slowly. You wouldn't be here without me, he said. I wouldn't be here with you, I replied. He laughed nervously. You always needed guidance, he said. I needed trust, I replied. You never listened, he said. You never heard, I replied. His hands trembled slightly on the table. People don't ask for my advice anymore, he said. That happens, I replied. They ask about you, he added. That doesn't concern me, I replied. You turned them against me, he said. You revealed yourself, I replied. His eyes narrowed. You're cold, he said. I'm calm, I replied. He leaned closer. I can help you again, he said. I don't need help, I replied. Everyone needs something, he said. I need distance, I replied. He swallowed hard. I see now, he said. You think you won. This wasn't a competition, I replied. It feels like one, he said. That's your problem, I replied. He looked around as if searching for support. There was none. You're ungrateful, he said. I'm complete, I replied. He whispered, I was trying to make you strong. I answered, you were trying to make me small. He stared at me longer than before. You don't forgive easily, he said. I forgive quietly, I replied. Then why does this hurt? He asked. Because control feels like love to you, I replied. His shoulders dropped. I need you, he said. I stood up. You needed power, I replied. Now you need reflection. He reached out. Don't leave like this, he said. This is how it ends, I replied. I walked toward the door without hesitation. He called my name. I didn't turn around. Outside, the air felt light on my skin. My phone buzzed. Did you meet him? My girlfriend asked. Yes, I replied. How do you feel? She asked. I paused. Untouched, I replied. She smiled through the phone. I'm proud of you, she said. I looked ahead and kept walking. He didn't own my past. He didn't shape my future. He finally needed me. And I finally didn't need him anymore.